everyone, thanks for being here. In this video we're going to talk about empties, so some products I have completely used up. I think these are some of the most informative videos, not just from me, but from others too on social media who talk about the things that they have actually used long enough to go through them and then let you know if they've repurchased or not. And before I get into that, I thought I'd let you know a few of the things on my face today. I'm wearing my IT Cosmetics CC Illumination, so after using the regular CC the other day, I thought let's go back to the illumination kind too. It is very glowy. I have set all over my face with that Maybelline powder. I'm talking about the Super Stay Pressed powder, just kind of dabbing that all over to make sure I'm locked in for the day. But it does look really good all over the skin. For my blush today, maybe I could use a little more of this. I use my Patrick Ta Duo in She's Wanted. It's the really rich berry blush, and I just very lightly use the powder. I might add just a little bit more. It's so pretty. I love the way this shears out. That's what these rich blushes are all about. It's the way they soften on the skin. They look so pretty. So yeah, I do like a little bit more of that. I went a little hard. Now I'm going back over with some powder. It's okay, we're still getting things together today. On my eyes, I used a little palette from Ilia today. It's the Necessary eyeshadow palette in Warm Nude. Very basic, bronzy, easy everyday eye. And then on my lips, I'm using a new lip liner that I'm trying out from ColourPop. It's their So Juicy Plumping Lip Liner. This is the color called Westwood. And then I thought that paired nicely with the e.l.f. Sun Boss Gloss in That's My Jam. This is very opaque. I feel like this is most of the color you're seeing, but this is in there too. So yes, the empties bag is very full. Some of these are repeat empties, so things I have gone through repeatedly, some of them first time empties. Here's a first time empty, my Vanicream Gentle Facial Cleanser. I went through this, finished it out almost a month ago, and I did have another one waiting in the wings, so I continue to use this. This is my new nighttime makeup removal method. I used to be using those Olay Daily Facials Cleansing Cloths a lot, so those are the ones that are dry. You get them wet in the sink, they suds up, and they do a really effective job of removing your makeup. However, when I started to go through that eczema thing at the start of the year, I thought maybe something needs to change here. Maybe this is a little too harsh. And I got all about Vanicream stuff at that time. And this is a cleanser that's free of dyes, fragrance, masking fragrance, lanolin, parabens, and formaldehyde releasers. It's accepted by the National Eczema Association. It's non-comedogenic. It's gluten-free. Dermatologist tested. It's a really good cleanser. A great thing about this is you don't feel like you've totally stripped your skin. It effectively cleans your skin without feeling like tight and dry at the end of the process. And it also doesn't leave any sort of residue. I do also have a cleanser from Cetaphil, and I just keep that in the shower, like, I don't know, in case maybe I've been swimming and I'm just rinsing off some sunscreen that I used. And the thing about that one is I think it's similar in the purpose of this one, being sensitive skin friendly and all, but it always leaves a little residue. I don't feel totally cleansed. This is perfect. So the way I use this, I literally do use it for makeup removal. So I go down to the sink, my face is looking like this, I swipe this all over, and I spend a little time just at the sink getting water on my face and starting to work around on my skin. And then I tend to feel like pretty much everything is working off, and I rinse myself. And then I take one of my little makeup erasers. So I have like a set of 7 for the week. They're just the mini makeup erasers. And this was another thing that kind of, I had it on hand, but it came out of a need for sensitive skin friendly makeup removal. I felt like washcloths were too rough across the eyes, and sometimes just splashing this on the face isn't enough to remove all my eye makeup. So I get one of those makeup erasers, damp, just with water, and I go over my eyes. They're the softest things ever, so it will not irritate your eye area, but just do that with water, and I go around the rest of my face too. I feel like occasionally maybe I pick up a little somewhere where I missed a little excess makeup, but that's exactly how easy the process has become for me. I put this on, rinse it at the sink, dampen a makeup eraser, and then go over the eyes and just kind of a once over on anything else. I really haven't experienced breakouts. Even random zits during that time of the month, they're not popping up like they once did. So I feel like I'm onto something here. I think it's sensitive skin friendly, and I think it's very effective in removing makeup. And you all know I'm wearing makeup every single day, and it's not always a light amount of makeup. So this has done a really good job for me and was definitely a repurchase. By the way, none of this is going to be in chronological order of the way it might be used on the skin. I finally got these up to the empties bin, but this Sol de Janeiro, the Brazilian Crush Cheirosa Vanilla 40. This particular scent, this is Belle's thing, okay? This is the only thing she wants to wear. Whereas Biddy in the morning, like after they get ready for school and stuff, she'll just like practically close her eyes and point to something that she wants sprayed on her before she goes out. Belle's body mist, she wants the same thing every day. She's a Virgo, baby. So she wants this one. It's the Black Amber Plum and Vanilla Woods. It does smell amazing. And I think I've said before, there's nothing I have that really smells just like that. There's a yumminess to it. Like you really pick up on the vanilla and the sweetness, but there's something else going on. It's so good. So yeah, we went through the little one and then I bought a big one that we also finished, and I haven't got another replacement yet. So she's hurting for a replacement now, but I will get it this weekend. We're school supply shopping and I guess that's part of the supplies. I've gone through 2 of these, I guess, since the last time I did empties. 2 of these Supergoop Every Single Face Watery Lotion SPF 50 sunscreens. This is my daily sunscreen that I put on right before starting the makeup process. So if I'm sitting down on camera and nothing on my face, this is the last thing that's been applied before I start doing a primer. And I love this so much. It really is a great sunscreen that does not interfere with your makeup whatsoever. It's super thin, super light. I've gotten my mom onto this as well and she loves it. You're getting effective sun protection, but I don't think there's been a single foundation I've put on where I'm like, oh, this won't blend on top of that. This really just disappears when you put it on. Very, very light. And my order has been placed for the backup. It's just not here yet, but as you can see, it's loved. In the time that I've been using this, I probably used up 1 more of those as well. I've used up all my serums from The Ordinary. We're talking the niacinamide and zinc, the hyaluronic acid, and the ascorbic acid. I have replaced and I'm currently using my replacements for both the hyaluronic and the niacinamide. And as far as the ascorbic acid, like a vitamin C serum there, I realized The Ordinary wasn't selling that exact same one again, but what I did have on hand from PR was the Pacifica Glow Baby, and some of you told me, like, you really love this stuff. It's 100% vegan, cruelty-free, vitamin C serum booster. So I've still got my Ordinary stuff. I, start out with the niacinamide. I move on to the hyaluronic. That's step 1 and 2 of morning skincare. Put on the vitamin C, and the one Ordinary thing that I have not yet used up because I just use it in much smaller amounts is the caffeine solution for under eye. So that I just use a tiny bit on the under eye area every day, and I'm still only about halfway done with that bottle. But yeah, the Ordinary stuff, I've realized those serums are great. I don't need to be paying Glossier money for the serums every so often. Like, I'm just gonna go with those. They work well. Oh, here's a used up Aveeno Baby sunscreen. I've said in many videos that when I'm swimming, when I'm seriously swimming, when I'm really planning to get in there, I am just wearing sunscreen. I'm not messing around with makeup. So wash the makeup off, put on Aveeno Baby SPF 50. This is a zinc oxide sunscreen, so it's a mineral sunscreen. They say it's sweat and water resistant for 80 minutes. I can totally vouch for this. You will not burn in this stuff. The one drawback you will find is that it's got definitely some white color to it. You really need to work it into your skin. Not saying it can't be worked into the skin, but you'll take a little extra time than something like this. But it's very heavy duty and I trust it very much. So yeah, there's a reason why we've gone through multiple bottles of that, and that's just the latest one. Oh, I remember getting these as like a little free gift with a Sephora order. These Hum gummies with benefits, Glow Sweet Glow, hyaluronic acid, vitamin C and E. I just remember these being absolutely delicious. I did not purchase any. Maybe I should, but I loved them. I thought they were delightful. I probably was just hungry like, ooh, don't I have some free gift gummies somewhere? They're really good, but I know they are kind of pricey. Does anybody use those consistently, and do you really see some benefits from them? I used up a big boy of this Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair, always on the repurchase. Using another bottle of this. This is my nighttime serum. I feel like I'm talking about skincare so out of order today just with the randomness of this video, but after I use the Vanity Cream, get the whole face clean, this is going on first, and then lately I've been using like some Vanity Cream, the actual thick moisturizing cream around the eye area, sometimes a little Vaseline stick if I'm feeling especially dry here, or the other current dry spot is sometimes here on the outer edge of that brow, and then I top it all off with some e.l.f. Holy Hydration. That face cream is gold. I love that stuff. It's inexpensive, but it's a really really good night cream, I feel. But this is going underneath it all, and it's the Advanced Night Repair from Estee Lauder. Talk to my buddy David. He is always listed in the extra info section under every video, where you can contact him at Bergdorf Goodman. He's the resident makeup artist there for Estee Lauder, and he will hook you up with all your Estee Lauder needs. He's a wonderful person. He's a joy to talk to, so hopefully you'll contact David for stuff like that, and your little black primer as well. We've gone through 2 Cali Ray Come Hell or High Waters. This is my lower lash mascara. It's a tubing mascara that does not smudge. It's fine on the upper lashes as well. I've just, for whatever reason, given it the distinct purpose of lower lashes because it just doesn't screw up that area. I'm not as concerned about stuff transferring off of my upper lashes. Some people have super long ones and they're thinking about it transferring off like up in here. Transfer is not a real issue for me with the uppers, but yes, my lower lashes, they can come in contact with the skin just below, and if your mascara there is prone to transfer, you're gonna have a problem. This stuff is tubing, so it's gonna come off in those little like particles, little almost rubbery bits when you remove your makeup off of the lower lashes. Remove really easily, so I love that. And yes, we are on to, this is the Fresh Current tube. It's such a pretty tube too, isn't it? Don't you love that? More makeup stuff we finished up. Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I did repurchase this. This was a combination of being low on the product and also being in the wrong shade. So this shade is nude. I don't know, it might match my skin right now, but I definitely went up a couple shades to the color Cream Puff, and it's nicely brightening, but still really able to cover. And it's just a phenomenal concealer. I think a reason why I use this stuff up is because it can be used in so many ways. It claims to be like a good retouching product, and it truly is. That stuff can be applied over a full face of makeup that's maybe starting to break down, starting to be problematic in certain areas, and it can just blend right the heck in. I love it. I'm using it on under eye, I'm going around the nose, I'm brightening maybe center of forehead and my chin. Oops, I've got a lot of stuff sitting out here. Whoopsie daisy. School registration. Anyway, high quality multi-purpose concealer that I definitely wanted to keep in my collection. So yes, we have repurchased. We've got a couple mascaras that have been used up. I really liked this Huda Beauty One Coat Wow. I have not repurchased because I really feel like I have plenty of mascaras on hand. I really think this effectively built up, and it has its limits, because if you think I'm going to really exceed that one coat idea, it can quickly become too much and not look the best. But if you kind of stick to the one coat idea, as the name implies, it's really gonna look good. Also, love this one from CoverGirl. CoverGirl Exhibitionist Stretch and Strengthen. This is a phenomenal mascara. It's ranking probably among my favorite mascaras from the drugstore. Really good for building thickness and length. It's one of those natural bristle brushes that's just really thick with bristles, slightly tapered toward the tip, but kind of a large brush. But I do like how quickly it kind of gets things going on my lashes. I gotta say, it reminds me a little bit of Superhero, and I haven't used Superhero in a long time. I kind of want to get one of those back in the mix. But that is a phenomenal drugstore mascara option. The other current drugstore leaders right now for me, a couple of them would be the Maybelline Lash Sensational Firework. I think I've called this mistakenly the Falsies Firework. It's from the Lash Sensational range. And then also I'm loving Thrill Seeker from Rimmel. Really good stuff there. Unexpectedly good. Let's see, we've got just a little handful of brow pencils that have been used up. e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil, just a really good Brow Wiz dupe type of size here. Same story with the CoverGirl Easy Breezy Brow, the Ultra Fine Brow Pencil in Rich Brown. These are like interchangeable products here. They are just pretty much like Brow Wiz. Good formula, easy to work with, but you do go through them kind of quickly. I used up also a Precisely My Brow Pencil from Benefit. Same size and shape as these guys, okay? And now I've even explained more recently, I'm moving into an even thinner brow pencil, that Nano from CoverGirl. It's so good. It's so very good for pinpointing the little areas that you need filled in your brows. Like, absolutely love that stuff. Long story short, have I repurchased these? This I got again in PR. So, I mean, just to be honest with you, I didn't have to repurchase that. And these I have not repurchased just because I've got brow stuff on hand right now. Oh, also used up the retractable brow pencil pencil from Wet n Wild, the little thicker one, the teardrop shape, the one in Nice Ash, that's the shade name. It's good. I enjoy it. It's thicker. On the thicker side, and I do like it. I've just got a thing for the really skinny ones right now. So I have not repurchased that one. I used up a mini size of the Tresemme because this is a travel and cheer bag go-to. And lastly, if we're talking makeup wipes, which is kind of my chosen way to get makeup off my kids if they have just worn it to a competition or something. It's not like they're going about their life all day with makeup on, but if we have come home from cheer and okay, we got to start getting that stuff off. These from Kroger, I think these are such a hidden gem. The Kroger Cleanse Makeup Removing and Cleansing Cloths. It says on the package compared to Neutrogena. Frankly, I think they're juicier than Neutrogena. I think they're putting more cleansing stuff in these cloths. And by the way, a little hack with these, which a lot of you may know about this, but store them upside down so the moisture in the cloths is always soaking to the first one you're going to be pulling out of the bag. You're getting a pack of 25 here. Let me know if you've experienced this as well, but are these not juicier than almost anything else? Like, they're really good. Hopefully they haven't like changed them over time because it has been a while. I mean, I've had these on hand for a long time and they've stayed nice and juicy, but I've enjoyed them very much. That's a generic that I think you can totally switch to if you want to. And that, guys, is the cherry on top of this Empties video. Thank you so much for watching. I did have this stuff in my hot pink Empties bin, but I'm moving it into the trash bag, the Walmart sack. And yeah, I think this really was a roundup of some very good stuff. Loads of things that have been repurchased and are continuing to be used in my makeup routine or skincare routine. As you can see, it's much quicker to go through, I think, skincare and skinny brow pencils than it is like other parts of makeup, but that's to be expected. I hear the door opening. Someone's coming in for a visit. It's Biddy. How are you, hon?
Good.
How'd you sleep?
Good.
You can read if it's light enough for you to read.
Yeah.
All right, anyway, friends, thanks for your time today. Let me know your video requests in the comments section. I am always adding to my list of those, so I appreciate when you share those with me, and I will see you again very soon. I love you. Bye.